everyone, welcome to my channel, Bianca's Skogan Beauty. So glad to have you guys here today. So it is December 2023 and I am doing my best products of 2023, according to me. And what I did last year was I compared my products from 2020, well, I had my 2021 products compared to my 2022 products. And I thought that was fun. So I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to compare my 2022 products to my 2023 products and tell you if I still like my 2022 products, if I'm still using them, if I've decluttered any of them, you know, have I changed my mind? Was I crazy? Was I awesome? I also do not feel well. It is winter time and I've been sick like 3 times in like a month and I don't understand what's happening, but I'm unhappy about it. But you know what? I film videos because I want to get them up, so I need to film them even when I don't feel good. So if you're wondering why I sound stuffy, it's because I am. I added a category this time. I added perfume because I was like, yeah, perfumes are in the mix right now. Everybody's talking about perfume, so I thought I'd add my favorite perfume as well. And if you're wondering why my face is bare, it's because I'm gonna put on, like in the other videos that I've done, I'm gonna put on the makeup. And more warnings, I guess, FYIs. I'm having like some eczema right here on my eye. So if it looks patchy there, it's because there's eczema on my eye right now, or psoriasis. One or the other. It's patchy like both of them. Contemplating not even putting on eyeshadow because of that, and I was like, I'll just do eyeliner. But I have such great eyeshadow palettes today that it'll be fine, right? Let's start with primer. My favorite primer for 2022 was this Hourglass Veil Primer. I had to pull this out of my Alex 9 drawer because it was in there and I was like, where did that primer go? So it's not my 2023 favorite primer because I haven't used it. Things get placed in places as I'm putting things away. Anyways, I think it's because it has an SPF. And you're supposed to wear SPF all the time. But I like to layer my SPF to get higher SPF in the summertime, and right now it's December, so I think I put it away because I wanted to save my SPF products. Not that you should only wear like 15 SPF, you need more than that. But if I layer, I feel like I actually am a scientist, but I'm not like a cosmetic scientist or even a doctor that knows about skin or dermatologist. Bianca, you know these things. I would think that if you layer it, if you have like 15 SPF primer, 15 SPF, foundation, 15 like spray on, it would add up and layer up, right? That it's not my favorite primer this year. My favorite primer this year, okay, this one I don't know so much if it's a favorite or it's just the one that I'm using right now because I'm trying to use it up. It's good though. It's good. It's a primer. I don't find that primers are like, I don't know, primers, you put them on and they make makeup stick to your face, and they hopefully they also, for me, moisturize my face because my skin is normal to dry-ish. So I have this one, it's from Ole Henriksen, and it is the Banana Bright Face Primer, vitamin C and banana. Okay, so I got this one in a BoxyCharm a long time ago, and so I had used up a primer, so I pulled out a new primer, and I was trying to, use up the oldest ones first. So this is one of my like older primers. So that's the explanation for why I have it. It's a good primer. It works. I don't feel like it has any like special properties. Like a lot of primers will be like they are moisturizing, they are, gripping, they are, they have these special properties. This one, I believe the special property is vitamin C. So, but I'm like, could it also be like gripping? Could it also? Anyway, but I'm using it. It is the primer that I am using right now, and I'm trying to use it up. Let's talk about foundation. My foundation from my favorite foundation last year was the Pat McGrath Sublime Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation in the shade 6. This is still one of my favorite foundations. I love it because it is very like liquidy. And so I like that. I don't like to have a ton of coverage on my face because I usually do a really crazy eye look because I like to play with colors. And so if I also have really thick foundation on with a really thick eye look with like a really heavy lipstick, I feel like obviously too much. It's just too much makeup. So in order to balance it all out, I like to have a very thin foundation. Enough to like cover up the redness or yellowness or whatever is happening on my face. So I just like a very thin coverage foundation, whether it's a light to medium coverage. And so this, I feel like this Pat McGrath is very like skin-like, very thin foundation. I really like it. This would be number one again. This, I definitely love this foundation, but it isn't the one I'm using right now. The one that I have been finding that I'm really drawn to and been using over and over and over again is one that I purchased 2 years ago, which, okay, so technically, let me show you what it is. It's the Fenty Eavesdrop Foundation in the shade 4. And let's see, what is it says 12 months. Okay, I was gonna say it was probably 6 months and I'm like 4 times over the limit on that. No, I'm not. So for me, decluttering / getting rid of products, I do that when it smells bad, or like I can tell that it's like breaking up on my skin, or when the product isn't working anymore. If the product is still working, it still smells fine, I'm gonna keep using it. Or it like breaks out my skin, or you know what I mean? If something wrong happens, which is probably a recipe for disaster, because I don't want things, I don't want wrong things happening in my face, but anyways, this is the one I've been using over and over and over again. I've been liking it. So we're gonna use this on my face today. It has been really good. I like that I can also just kind of draw it on my face, because a lot of the time I'll just put it on my hand and then dump my beauty blender in there. But like, I feel like that wastes a lot of product because it gets on my hand and there's stuff that will not come off of my hand. So I like that this one, I can just draw it on my face and then, I don't waste as much product. I guess there's stuff that gets in the blender that can't be used, but I get to use as much as I think is possible. And then I also don't have product on my hand because that then ends up all over everything, on my shirt, on my kids' shirts. How did I get this foundation everywhere? Oh, it was from my hand. You know what I mean? I just feel like it is a really nice, like it's a really, really light coverage. Like, and you saw, I put on a good amount, like 4 stripes, and it's just it blends really well, and there's a very thin coverage. Like, I have a angry little zit right here that is still showing, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with showing my skin because I do such an intense eye look, always. And if I don't do an intense eye look, I do an intense lip look that I would like to have something pull something back. And that is usually my foundation. I think the color matches my skin really well. For eyeshadow primer, I don't think I mentioned my favorite eyeshadow primer in last year, but my favorite eyeshadow primer last year was the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. So much that I used it up. I think it was in my last empties video, which probably hasn't gone up yet. That eyeshadow primer is amazing and it's a good price, and it works really well. So so right now I'm actually trying to find, I just used it up like a month ago. So I'm trying to find an eyeshadow primer that I really like. I'm on a mission, but I thought I would show this one from NYX. This is specifically a glitter primer, and I use this one every time that I put like a really bright glitter in the front of my eye. So that one is just, and it's like $5 or $6 from Ulta, and if you got it from like probably Walmart or other places NYX is sold, it would probably be even less. So, and Ulta has like sales where sometimes they'll do like buy one get one half off. Amazing. So I love this glitter primer. I also got the pigment one. It was a pigment primer, and I actually ended up throwing it away because it got really thick in the tube and got all stopped up, and I couldn't squeeze it out, which is a fun piece of information for you. You're welcome. Anyways, so what I'm going to use an eyeshadow primer that is just one that I'm using right now while I'm on the search for a new favorite, I guess. So I would say my 2000, because I used up that Rare Beauty one, I would say the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer is my favorite for 2023, even though I don't have it right now because I used it up. And it might have been for 2022 as well, because it takes a long time to use them up. Right now, this is the Makeup by Mario one. I actually do have pan because this is a cream, and I feel like it's really easy to get pan in creams. But let's see how you can probably now see the texture of my eyelid. Great. Should I be putting makeup on like a irritated eyelid? No, probably not. But yeah, well, I put some hydrocortisone cream on it, so anyways. Okay, I like this one so far because I like that there's 2 creams and then there's a powder to kind of like set it with, and you don't have to use the powder. It depends on if you like your base kind of sticky, so that you can have it sticky if you want the pigment to stick on it, or if you would rather have it kind of smooth. I like that there's those options. Anyways, cool. And I like that there's different colors of this. This is in the color light, and I have two different colors for me. I have a light color and I have a deeper color. Not that much deeper, but you know, if I'm doing like a really light makeup look, this would make like pastels pop under it. It's okay. It's the one I'm wearing right now. So anyways, let's talk about my favorite eyeshadow palette. My 2022 favorite eyeshadow palette was the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. Okay, this is still a favorite. This is my favorite Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette. This one is just so everyday. This one, to me, it can go light, it can go dark, it can go like I'm going to a party, it could go I'm going to the office. I love this one. I feel like she called it her dream, and it would be kind of my dream too. It's really, really nice. It has some like burgundy colors that would offset my green eyes really well. It has like a black for your black eyeliner. It has like fall colors, and I love fall. It's beautiful. So yes, this one is still a favorite. But I found two eyeshadow palettes this year in 2023 that blew me away, blew my socks off. And I actually purchased them in 2022, but I didn't receive them until 2023. So I used them 2023. They are and they're both indie brands, which I love indie brand eyeshadow palettes. And I think that 2023 has really been me discovering how much I love my indie brand palettes. Anyways, so this is from Glaminatrix Cosmetics. This is the You Beauty palette. I purchased this, as I said, in 2022, but got it in 2023. This palette, I like it because when I first purchased it, I remember being like, what am I doing? This is such a random color story. What is it? What are you going to make with this? What are you going to do with this? It's kind of all over the place. We've got reds, we've got pastel, we have like mermaid colors. I was like, what are you going to do with this? And then every combination and look I've come up with this, I've loved, because it's pushed me outside of my like boundaries, out of my safe space for eyeshadow, and I've loved it. And also this shade right here, I talk about it. It's called G-Day or Good Day, because it's an Australian brand. It is absolutely stunning. I don't think that did it justice. So we're going to use that one today because I can't handle how pretty that one is. So pretty. Okay, then my other favorite eyeshadow palette. I know I probably shouldn't be using two, but two that blew me away this year. This is the Sea Witch palette by Electrum Cosmetics. This one, I don't actually know where she's located, but she is a very small indie brand. I think it's only one person running this brand. And this palette took forever to get to me, but I think it's just she's like hand pressing these palettes, these eyeshadows by herself. And this palette has just outdone itself. It is so beautiful. There are the most beautiful glitter shadows in here, and I love mermaids, and this is a mermaid palette, and I just can't handle how much I love this palette. Every time I use it, I just want to wear the looks that I put on all like multiple days. I'm like, can I just keep this eyeshadow look and like preserve it into history and like I don't know what I'm talking about, but I love both of these eyeshadow palettes. So we're going to be trying to make a look with both of them today. Okay, so I decided to do one eye because I wanted to see what I was going to do. And then we'll do this one together. I don't know. I don't love it. I don't love it. I think it's because I do halo eyes. Okay, the reason I did a halo eye is because I have this irritation in the front, and I was like, I don't think I want to have the sparkle like the main draw of the eye where I have this ectodermal or psoriasis or whatever it is. I wanted to do a halo eye, but every time I do a halo eye, 70% of the time I do a halo eye, I hate it. That 30% they're my favorite looks ever. So why do I keep doing them? Because the 70% or that 30%, they're my favorite looks ever. Anyways, okay, so we're going to start with the Glaminatrix. So if you have not, I don't believe either of these palettes are available to buy right now, but if you want to try out these brands, Glaminatrix and Electrum, they're amazing. Amazing indie brands that just have amazing shadows. So anyways, we are going to do this shade in She'll Be Right. You know what? These are probably supposed to be with an Australian accent, but I'm going to say with an English accent or an American accent. She'll Be Right. It's this kind of muted lavender color is what I'm going with. And I'm putting that just in my crease because we went really dark. I did not mean to go so dark. And I'm hoping that this look will look better once I have the second eye on. Do you know what I mean? And like mascara and eyeliner and stuff. It usually fixes it. It usually makes the whole look come together. Because right now I feel like I just look like I got punched in the face. Like I have a black eye. But hopefully it'll come together. Okay, then we have from the Electrum Cosmetics, we have Electrum Cosmetics? Yeah, I think it's Cosmetics. We have Siren Song right down here that I'm going to go in the outer corner with and just try to make it look outer corner and inner corner because it's a halo eye. Glaminatrix used to hand press their own shadows as well, and they just recently started going through a lab. They say, I haven't purchased anything since this new change, obviously, 2023, no buy year. They say that nothing is going to change. Their quality is still going to be the same. They're just going to be able to have more time on their hands because they're not going to be hand pressing everything by themselves, by hand, which is good because that is a lot of work. I would think. I've never done it myself. I just sometimes have to like repress shadows back together when they break, and that is a pain. Although I think they, even when they're hand pressing them, they have like a machine that goes. But anyways, they're operating that machine by hand by themselves. Do you know? Bianca, this is why we have concealer, to fix the mistakes that I make when I get topsy-turvy. Okay, so it's in the front that I always get so scared. Putting this dark of a shadow in the front is like, what are you doing? I don't know. So we're just going to put some purple in the front and purple in the outer corner. And let's see if I can kind of try to clean that up, because it's bothering me. Kind of. Okay, then I take a floofy brush and kind of make a little bit of like an arch between those two colors. Kind of blending, kind of mixing, kind of just making it not such stark lines, because there are. And I would say trust the process, but you guys saw this one and it is, I don't know. Do I trust this one? Yeah, actually that made it look better. So anyways, then I went with this next shade, Orpheus. It's a little bit more of a red purple, and I put it on the other side of this brush. This is a Rephr 21 brush. So, and I just kind of put it to blend that purple out a little bit, because it's a little bit of lighter purple. So we're kind of having a blend so that we can go into that sparkly shade. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to be putting that sparkly shade there. The name of the game is blending, obviously, in eyeshadows. Then I'm going to take that floofy brush again and just blend again. This is a Morphe. Don't know. I don't know. I think I got this in a Ipsy bag once upon a time, so I don't know what it is. All of my brushes basically are from Ipsy bags except for my Rephr brushes. Okay, then we are going to go with that glitter primer I was talking about. And we're going to put some of that on my pinky. And normally I put enough so that to do 2 eyes, but I'm going to try 2. I just did a tiny, tiny amount. So, and it'll probably still be too much because I'm used to doing 1 eye, or both eyes. But anyways, it makes it very sticky, very tacky. And you got to be pretty soft with it because you don't want to be pulling at your eyes too much because your eyes are very sensitive skin. Okay, then I'm going to take the Sea Witch palette. Wait, no. Yes, no, I did the Sea Witch palette. And I got this Lorelei shade right here. It's kind of, I believe it's a holochrome. It's hard to tell. So I put that kind of to blend more. I don't want to put it in the very middle, but just like almost kind of where that Orpheus shade was. I just don't want there to be that bright color as so stark, even though it kind of does look like that. But I did have a lot of blending shades, even if it looks like I didn't. Okay, then, wow, it's really not showing up. Holographic shades are weird. They're so beautiful in real life, but like on the camera or under lights, they show up best under like dark lights. Under bright lights, like what I'm having right now, they really just do nothing. Do nothing. They don't make a name for themselves. Okay, then we're gonna get this color that is my favorite color in the whole wide world. Good day. I'm gonna put that on my pinky, and we're gonna put that right in the middle. Ooh, so pretty. Right in the middle, and probably blending it out a little. And we also are gonna try to put it in the middle of the bottom. And this part I always have a harder time with because, you know, I have bottom eyelashes. But whatever. Okay, we just gotta kind of make it look better. Siren song again, because I didn't put really any of that right here. I'm kind of mimicking the top of my eye, a little bit of the dark in the outer corner, the inner corner, and make it a little wing. Outer corner, inner corner. Oh, why? I just feel like, you know what? That looks patchy, but it's some of the holographic right there. And it's just making it look patchier than it actually is. So maybe I'll just cover it up. And then blend, blend, blend. Let's clean it up a little with my favorite concealer of 2023. My favorite concealer 2023 is the Natasha Denona concealer. I picked this up in this last Sephora VIB sale, the fall one. I had a gift card, purchased it, and I love it. It's amazing. Everybody has been raving about this all year, and I was like, can the concealer really be that good? Because I feel like concealer is kind of a concealer is a concealer, but this one is nice. It's nice. It's thick. So because my foundation does not a lot of work, like it's pretty thin, if my concealer kind of can make up for that, like I can cover this angry little zit here with my concealer because my foundation is really not doing anything for that. I really enjoy this concealer. It is really moisturizing, so I like that as well. I need to tell you what my favorite concealer from last year was. The Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape. This was my favorite last year. It's good. It's a good concealer, but honestly, last year I was kind of like, a concealer is a concealer is a concealer, and this is the one I'm using right now. And that is normally how I feel about concealers, but this one from Natasha Denona is special, in my opinion. It works really well, so I do enjoy it. I do like it a lot. I feel like it covers what I need it to cover. It cleans up what I need it to clean up. It covers my redness. It covers my, when I have some zits. It does the job I need it to do, which is what you want makeup to do, right? You don't want to have to work too hard to get something to work for you. Okay, so now that I kind of cleaned up that line, let's get it back in place. Okay, I feel like it no longer looks like I was punched in the face, which is a good thing, right? Okay, so now next we have my eyeliner. I don't always wear eyeliner, but sometimes I do. And my eyeliner from last year, 2022, was the Tarte Double Take Awake. And I like it because it had a black eyeliner on one end, and then it had on the other end this like awake shade. And it would go in your inner, on your waterline. And I actually couldn't find this. When I was filming this video, I was like, I must have decluttered it. Then I went through my declutter bin and I couldn't find it. And I was like, where the heck is it? I found it. I had it upside down. And it was amongst my mascaras. So anyways, I couldn't find it, but I found it. So I actually haven't been using it a lot this year, but I do really like it. I like having that double-ended, the double feature. It's nice. But this year, I have a new one, a new favorite. I got this Thrive Cosmetics eyeliner, and it is not a felt tip. It is a brush tip eyeliner, and I feel like it's everything. It's everything. It's amazing. It works really well, and I got it in a Trend Mood box, and it's really nice. And Thrive, I love Thrive Cosmetics, but Thrive Cosmetics is I feel like I talk about this quite a bit on my channel. It's pricey and they don't have great sales. So, I love this eyeliner. It's really nice. It's really nice. Makes really nice lines, and we're gonna use that. I'm gonna do it off camera because I'm terrible at eyeliner on camera, and I'm also gonna do my mascara off camera. So let's talk about my mascara as well. My favorite from 2022 mascara. I never have them because I throw them, you know, I declutter them and I put them in my empties, or sometimes I forget and I just throw them away. But my 2022 favorite mascara was the Bite Beauty mascara, and that mascara was amazing. And Bite Beauty actually closed down, except for they still have the Bite Beauty labs open. But that was a beautiful mascara. I loved it. I used it till it was dry, and I loved it. This mascara from 2023 that I really like is the MAC Magic Extensions. I got this in a Ipsy bag, one of my last Ipsy bags before I canceled, and it's really nice. It is on its last leg. It is limping along because it is drying up, and I probably should be decluttering this one because it's probably been about 6 months. But I figure that I used it for like 6 months. I used it for the majority of 2023. It was my favorite mascara. I was so surprised by this. I pulled it out and I used it for that Ipsy unboxing video, and I was like, well, MAC, look at you. Look at you with this amazing mascara. So I really enjoyed this mascara. It's lengthening, it's volumizing. It is a really good mascara, and I've actually seen it at TJ Maxx. So if you can get it at TJ Maxx, I think you should pick it up. It's a really good mascara. I like it a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna put on eyeliner and mascara, and I'll be back. Okay, does it look less like I got punched in the face now? It is a lot. It is a lot. Okay, so I used the mascara and the eyeliner, and I even did like the inner portion of the eyeliner, which is always hard, and now I'm noticing it's not super even, like the angle is off. Whatever, we're not looking at that anymore. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna do eyebrows. So we're gonna talk about eyebrows, because look how sad my eyebrows look right now. With like my eyes looking so full, my eyebrows are like, yeah, that's sad. Okay, so last year's eyebrow products it was a Chella like pencil line for my eyes, and I have used it up because eyebrow pencils, I feel like they fade really fast. You use them and they're gone really quickly. And so that one is gone. I used it up and it was beautiful. I loved it. And then I also talked about this Kosas like brush. It's an eyebrow gel. And I love this. I use this all of the time. This is one of my #1 eyebrow gels. Have I had this a really long time? Yes. Does it still work? Yes. Like Kosas is actually kind of, I feel like, unfortunately, being known for the products going bad really quickly because they use a lot of natural preservatives, and so the products just don't last very long. But this eyebrow product is lasting a really long time, so I'm gonna use it today. So this was a 2022 product, and it is also my 2023. I really like it. It's not all I use. I have a whole routine for my eyebrows because look how sad they are. Look how sad my eyebrows are. So we have a whole routine, and we're gonna go through that entire routine. We have, from Anastasia Beverly Hills, these 2 products. These have been my go-to this year. It is the pomade in the shade Blonde. I also have a soft brown one that I'll use on occasion. And then I have this, this is the Brow Powder Duo, and this one is a medium brown. Apparently I have all sorts of brown colors. Blonde, soft brown, medium brown. I don't know what color my eyebrows are, clearly. Okay, so I use these 2 products. First, I use the pomade, and I just kind of, you know, thicken the eyebrows a little bit there. And I love this product because I have such sad eyebrows, and I feel like they need as much attention as I can give them. So giving them a pomade, giving them then the powder to kind of set the pomade, and then I do the brow gel at the end to kind of floof them up, because I feel, obviously, right now, big eyebrows are the thing. And when I was a high schooler, and was plucking my eyebrows, even these tiny eyebrows I plucked. Can you believe that? I feel like mostly I was like just plucking, you know, under them and like in between and stuff. I didn't have a lot of plucking of the actual eyebrows because I still didn't have that many eyebrows. But when I was in high school, thin eyebrows were a thing, and that was a marvelous time for me because I had the eyebrows that were the trend. And right now, the eyebrows that are the trend are thick eyebrows. And I do not have that. I have thin, sparse, sad little eyebrows. So I usually go into both colors a little bit because, again, as I said, I don't know what shade is best for my eyebrows. I just kind of go with it. Yay! But yeah, my eyebrows have always been thin, which was a good thing in the early 2000s because we all were plucking our eyebrows like crazy and trying to have thin eyebrows. But now it's not a good thing. Now they're sad. Okay, great. So then, last but not least, the Kosas. And I just kind of floof them. Floof, floof, floof. They're actually kind of long. It's funny because I have thin eyebrows, but they're long. It's a weird thing. They're long, but they're not thick. Anyways, eyebrows! I have eyebrows-ish now. Okay, so that is my eyebrow routine. Cool, everyone. And then I forgot to mention something. I wanted to add something to this year's favorites. I bought this at the last Sephora sale, and so I haven't been using it that long. I got it at the end, was it October? The end of October? Beginning of October? And I've been using it like every time I do my makeup, and I really enjoy it. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeliner. It's kind of a burgundy color, which is funny because all of Charlotte Tilbury's like Pillow Talk line is really pink, and this is burgundy, so it's interesting. But I think it looks really good with my green eyes, and so I put it in my waterline, and I think it just looks really good. It looks really nice. It would probably stand out more if I weren't wearing the black eyeliner, but I really like it. I think it looks good with almost every eye look I do because it just adds a little bit of like va-va-voom. Sometimes I do like that Tarte eyeliner that I was using. It had the cream shade for the waterline that I'm doing right now, and it was good because then it was called Stay Awake, so that you could it made you look awake. But this kind of makes me look, I think, kind of sultry. I am doing the full beat right now. That's fun, and it's like 9:45 at night. Fun. Anyways, okay, so I really enjoy this, and I have had this on my wish list for a really long time, and I never bit the bullet because it's a $29 eyeliner, and I was like, are you kidding me? $29 for an eyeliner? Who do you think you are, Charlotte Tilbury? Yes, it is Charlotte Tilbury, but I feel like I'm making excuses, but I feel like this is gonna last a long time because it's a, it's a sharpener, one that you sharpen, so I can use this thing all the way until the end. And I have actually really liked it. So I put it on my wish list, and I've been using it and enjoying it. Oh, we have my cheeks. Kind of one of my favorite parts. I enjoy my eyes, and then I also enjoy doing my cheeks. So we have bronzer, blush, and highlighter, and lips. Yes, okay, so my favorite bronzer, because we're going to start with that, last year were these Makeup Revolution bronzers. And I still really like these. These are nice. I got two shades. I got the light shade and I got the light medium shade. And the light medium shade is a little bit deep for me, but I can make it work in the summertime. This light one is really nice, and I still like it. I actually sometimes will use a cream bronzer and then a powder one on top to set it, but it's a lot. That's a lot for today because I'm not going anywhere after this. I have this bronzer and it's really good and I still really like it. So I don't feel like there's really been very many products so far that I've been like, yeah, 2022 I was crazy because I hated that, or I was crazy because I loved that. No, I feel like they've all been pretty good so far. Good job, 2022, Bianca. You were on the right track. Wow, this eyeshadow is making my green eyes pop. Okay, so my favorite bronzer for the year 2023 is Rare Beauty. This is the Rare Beauty bronzer. It is in the shade Happy Soul, and actually I think this year she came out with 2 new shades to just kind of I think they kind of fill some holes and extend the range, and it was a good thing. Anyways, I really like this bronzer. At first, everybody would talk about it because they were like, Rare Beauty, everybody loves Rare Beauty. I love Rare Beauty. And everybody was really talking about this bronzer because they were like, it's so amazing, it's so blendable, and I couldn't get it at first because it was like sold out everywhere because everybody was talking about it. Then I got it and I was like, it took me a minute. It took me a minute to really appreciate it because it blends so well that it only almost blends away. So did I kind of have to learn to I use a lot of it. And I also do that in videos because I accidentally do that. Oh, I've talked about that before, that whenever I shoot a video, things go wrong. It's fine. I always have the worst makeup days in videos, which is fun because they're the ones that you guys get to see. Anyways, so I do really like this bronzer. And it is my favorite of the year 2023 because I used it over and over again because I was like, I have to figure out how to use this. I have to figure out how to make it so it doesn't just blend away. And I did. I finally did. And I think it was more is more. Isn't that what Tarte says? More is more? I was just using so little that it would just fade away. And I was like, where's my bronzer? Where did it go? So I just kind of used a lot of it. And then do you see how well that blended? Like I used a lot and it is blended. And I kind of even blended it too. It went, so I'm gonna fix that a little bit, which is fine because makeup is washable. You can wash it and you can fix it and that's what happens. It's fine. But I really like this bronzer. I think it bronzes up my face really nicely. I like the control of the stick because I can draw it where I want it and then I can use the brush to blend it. I like that. A lot of them are in a pot and then I put it on my brush and then I just kind of go crazy and I feel like it gets out of control. But this one, because I get to draw it where I like, where I feel like I get to control where I put it and there's less likely of a chance that it's going to get all over my face. Did it still a little bit because I'm on camera right now and that's what happens? Yes. But I feel like it's less likely. Okay. As for blush, my 2022 favorite blush. I had two. I believe, yes, I did have two. And one was this Revolution Beauty, Revolution Makeup Revolution. That was hard. Blush. And then I also had from Item Beauty. I had two of these. I just pulled out one for this video because why do I need three blushes? And they are no longer my favorite blushes. I will have to say that. This one, I have bad news. I have since decluttered this one because I don't know if you can tell, it's chunky. It dried out. And I guess I hold on to makeup for a while, and so it is more likely that it will dry up. But this one says it has a 12-month life, and I feel like I've had it for not that much longer than 12 months, and I can't even, nothing is coming out because it got chunky in there. And that's unfortunate. Okay, it is a drugstore blush. So did I pay a lot of money for this? No. I still think it was like $10 though. And so it is $10 that is gone because I didn't even get to use all of it before it dried up completely and is no longer able to use. And so I have decluttered this obviously because it is chunk. It is goo in there. It's no longer liquid blush to be able to even get out of this nozzle. So this is gone. It's no longer my favorite blush. Okay, I have too much makeup. And so someone who has a small makeup collection, who uses this every day and would be able to use it up, great. That probably is perfect for them. But for me, this is a no-go and I will not be purchasing it anymore. And then we have this one from Item Beauty. I do still like this blush, but Item Beauty closed down. So you guys can't purchase this one anymore. And I do like this blush and I like that it's kind of a cream to powder formula, but it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I found a new formula that I like better. And it is the Denona Myricks. These are the Yummy Skin blushes. These have a really long name and I don't remember what it is. It'll be in my description box. But these have a really long name and they're the Yummy Skin blushes. It is the Rosé and Brunch. And I have a really crazy eye look today, so I figured let's use the very neutral blush today. It's kind of a pinky neutral color. It's for me, this is really neutral. So this blush, they actually on Denona Myricks' website, she said you can use fingers, and actually I believe that they kind of say it's best to use fingers, but I have used more than just fingers with this. I've used brushes. I've used the bottom of my beauty blender, and I was actually going to see, yeah, that is not. Okay, if I were to use a brush, I would just put it in here. Right now, it's hard to mix a finger and a brush. So I have used all of the above and it has worked really well for me. I really enjoy this formula. I feel like it's kind of similar to the Item Beauty because it is kind of almost cream to powder. It's more cream than the Item Beauty one is, but I just feel like it's just so nice. It's so light. I put it on and I'm like, oh, am I even wearing blush? Like, it's just so natural feeling. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels so light, and it has that lasting power. It lasts for a really long time, which I really appreciate because I work long hours at my job, and I feel like like when I actually go into work, it takes me an hour to drive there. I'm there for 8 hours and then an hour to drive home. And so 10 hours later, I'm like, oh, I still have blush on. And that is one of the properties of like the Rare Beauty blushes that I like so much. And the Rare Beauty blushes though can be a little bit finicky because they're so pigmented. And I feel like this has some of the properties of the Rare Beauty blushes that I love so much, but also isn't as finicky, which I like. So yay, blush, so pretty. My favorite highlighter from 2022 was this Benefit Cookie highlighter, an oldie but a goodie. I purchased it in 2022 and I still love this highlighter. I love it because it is blinding, and I know that blinding from Stace highlighters are not really in right now. I don't care. I still love them. And I just love it. It's so pretty. It doesn't have like too much, I guess, interesting colors. Like I actually have kind of a lot of highlighters that have like some blue in them, some pink in them, some purple in them, some green in them. And then I can't wear them with all of my looks because I have to like be like, okay, you can't wear a green highlighter with a purple look. It'll be a little off. And so this one is just champagne. And so it works with like every single look I do. And so when when I have a headache or when I'm putting on makeup but I'm just in a hurry or I just need to grab one without thinking, this is it. This is a beautiful highlighter. This is still one of my favorite highlighters. But the highlighter that I have really been enjoying this year, 2023, is this Anastasia Beverly Hills. I purchased this in 2022 Black Friday, and I got it for like 50% off or something. It's the Iced Out highlighter. Okay, Anastasia Beverly Hills just came out with a new highlighter, which I hear is like a dupe for, which I say dupe, even though like the dupe for the Amrezy highlighter, which is funny because it is, the Amrezy highlighter is an Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter, so can we say dupe when it's by the same brand? But they are not coming out with the Anastasia or the Amrezy one again. So I hear that highlighter is the same as the Amrezy highlighter, and I never got the Amrezy highlighter, and I want it. I want that new highlighter. I don't have it. I'm not gonna get it because I'm out of gift cards. I am out of gift cards. It's still December 2023. I'm not gonna buy it, and maybe next year. Maybe next year I'll get it if it's on sale. Anyways, but this highlighter is really pretty. And this is what I was talking about, that this one has a little bit of a green tint to it. And I even said, maybe I shouldn't do that with this look. I don't care. I'm doing it with this look, apparently. So it's not really, wow, it is not showing up at all. It is barely, it's almost a little bit yellow green, but I love it. I think that this is a stunning highlighter. I just love it. I think it's great. So we're wearing that one today. And it doesn't even look like I've used it, but I have. And the design in the middle has gone down a little bit. So trust me, it is a beautiful highlighter. Anastasia Beverly Hills just does highlighters right, in my opinion. Let's put a little bit there. What is my favorite powder from 2022? And they are the exact same. Okay, for two reasons. They're really good powders. But also, I'm trying to get rid of them. I'm trying to use them up. I have this Pat McGrath under eye powder, and I have this Kosas, what is it? The Cloud Set powder, Comfy Cloud Set. Oh, it's in the shade Comfy. Anyways, I have a lot of powders in my Alex 9 drawer that I want to use, but I want to use up one before I pull another one out. And this one is like the little engine that could. It's just, or the Energizer Bunny. It just go, 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 go. I have actually, this one used to have like a hill on it, and I've gotten that down. It's now flat, but this just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. And I've been using it for all of 2022, all of 2023. It just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. I do really like it though. I like it because it isn't too dry. And as I said before, I don't want my makeup look to look too like powdery, because my eyes are usually the focus and I have such a bold eye look on. I don't want the rest of my face to be too bold. And so I don't want a very powdery makeup look. And so I usually pull out this, and I have this Lunar Beauty brush. I actually said all my brushes are from Ipsy, and I have some random ones in between. So I like it because it's double-sided. So the one side I use the, did you guys see? Did you see the cloud? This one is it is like the finest milled powder I've ever seen in my life. And every time I use it, it goes poof. It is in the shade Light, which it's white. It's not light, it's white. And I put that right here. I basically am setting my concealer. And I wear glasses for when I work. And I like to set where my glasses are. I'm not gonna wear them tonight, but I'm just kind of showing you what I do. I set where my glasses are so I don't get that like line right there for my glasses. Anyways, so this is a really good powder for that. I really like it because it sets my concealer and it kind of helps with my glasses line that gets right there. Okay, then the other side, I use the Kosas. Boom. And I just I like to do this powder before I put on my lipstick. Actually, usually I do it before I do my mascara, but I don't know, I do things out of order sometimes. And I just feel like it sets everything in place and makes the makeup last a little bit longer. Boom. And it doesn't look too powdery, too makeup-y, you know what I mean? Okay. And so those are from 2022 and 2023, and they are amazing powders and I love them. Okay, now let's go with lipstick. So my 2022 lipstick combo was from Give Beauty and from Thrive. And I went with red because in this time of year, December and the winter time, I love a red lip. I love a red lip. And I usually do a neutral eye with a red lip. And that's kind of what I did in the last video. But I didn't do that this time, did I? I have a bright eye. So I was like, okay, I need to do, and I knew I was going to do that because I saw the two palettes I picked and I was like, I don't even think you can get a neutral eye out of those. So I was like, okay, let's go with a neutral look. So are these still my favorite like red lipsticks? They're up there. I did get this from Natasha Denona. This is the, is it rouge? Yes, I need a rouge or rogue. Matte lipstick. This is one, this would probably be my favorite red lipstick now. I do really like this one from Give, and it smells like vanilla cupcakes, but it doesn't last as long. This one lasts longer. This one lasted all day, and I ate, and it was, So this is probably my new favorite red lipstick. For lip liners, I don't know. A lip liner is a lip liner is a lip liner for me. This is a nice one that matches with red. It is in the shade Maya. I know some people live and breathe by lip liners, but I'm not there yet. So for a neutral look for my lips, I have a couple of things because I couldn't really decide what I was doing with my life. So for the lip liner, this one in Persona, from Persona, this is the lip liner in the shade 90210. And it's a really good one. It does last a long time, and it's kind of brown. And I do like to have a little bit of a darker lip liner, and then when I have a neutral look. So these are all they're favorites for neutral. So they're kind of all different. So this is from Maybelline. I really like this one. This is in the shade Secret. This one is like a dupe to the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and it's really nice. I really like it. It is not long lasting though. It will last for like, I don't know, an hour or two, or if you eat, it's gone. It's gone. So I do like that one. I do like it's matte. It looks really pretty, but it is not long lasting. If I want long lasting, this one from Maybelline. This is in the shade Revolutionary. This lipstick will last all day. It like won't, even then at the end of the day or try to get it off, it's difficult to come off. But I love it. I love it for that reason. And some people hate this particular like lipstick from, it's the Superstay Matte Ink lipsticks. They hate this kind of one from Maybelline because they're kind of drying and they last forever. That's what I like about it. I like that. So if you don't like that, you will not like this. But if you like that it lasts all day, and it's, even if it's a little drying, I don't care. It lasts all day, which is what I like. Anyways, last but not least, this one is from KVD Beauty, and this is the Queen of Poisons lipstick, and I really like this one too. This one's a little bit darker though. It depends on the mood I'm going for. So these all three are kind of my perfect nudes, but depends on what I'm going for. This is very light. This one is very neutral. This one is also pretty neutral, but I want all day. And this one's a little bit dark neutral. And I think we could go that one today because, I don't know, because we do have a dark eye look, but I feel like it'll be like sultry if I do a dark lipstick with this dark eye look. Does that make sense? Am I just speaking nonsense? Okay, so I always try to do lip liner without a mirror, and then it ends up like, burr, burr, burr. So we're just doing a mirror. Done. Lip liner. So much easier with a mirror. Okay, then we're gonna go with this KVD, Queen of Poisons, and these were on sale during the 21 Days of Beauty sale for half off, and just recently, after Black Friday, they were also like half off at Sephora, so they're a pretty good deal. A pretty good deal if you can. I don't like to pay full price for anything, so I think they were $11.50 when I bought them, so that makes them what, $23? Pretty. And this one also lasts pretty long. Not many things last as long as this, but it lasts a long time, so I like that. Okay, then we have like 3 more things to talk about. Okay, last makeup thing is, this is the setting spray I'm using. I feel like there's some makeup items I have that are like, should I even tell you about them, because they're not my favorites, but they are what I've been using all of 2023. So, okay, kind of on a caveat on that. So I just was able to finally finish up my ColourPop like hyaluronic acid setting spray. And so I was using that all of 2022. I used it the majority of 2023. And so technically, is that my favorite? Not really, even that one. Like, I was using it to use it up. So so far I've really enjoyed the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, but I don't have it right now, and I'm not using it, so I can't, I don't know. I really do enjoy it. I have a lot of setting sprays that are in the wings. Like, I got a lot of them from like the beauty subscription boxes, and so I want to use what I have right now instead of buying new ones. Even though I really enjoy the Charlotte Tilbury one, I want to use what I have and use it up. And so so the ColourPop one was nice. I didn't feel like it was that great for staying power, but it smelled really good. It smelled like coconut. It was nice that way. And it didn't do anything bad. Like, it didn't hurt my skin. And it had a really nice sprayer, like a mister on it. It's gone. I have not decluttered it. I finished it and put it in my empties video. And so I have some spoilers for my empties video. You're welcome. Anyways, but the one I'm using right now, this one is from Milk Makeup. It is the Blur Spray. Does Milk even make this anymore? I don't even know. So when I use one up, I pull one out of my Alex 9 drawer, and I'm trying to use the oldest first. So this was my oldest one. As long as it still works, right? You know, if it's gross, if it stinks, if it breaks up my makeup, we're not gonna use it. But everything has been good. It's been really nice. The blurriness of this is kind of nice. It's nice. It has a nice sprayer on it. It doesn't smell like coconut, which is unfortunate, because I enjoy that smell, but it's fine. And then I like to use my beauty blender just to kind of press it in. Boom, boom, boom. It's a nice setting spray. Is it my favorite? I know, it's the one I'm using. Okay, so now let's talk about some new favorites, because I added perfume this year. And we have the Prada perfume. This is, what is it, the Paradox Eau de Parfum? I think it is the Paradox perfume. I should actually know this. Again, it'll be in my description box. But it just says on the bottom, the Eau de Parfum Prada Beauty. I think it's the Paradox one, though. And I got this in 2022. I think I got it for Christmas. And I've been using it. It probably doesn't look like I've been using it that much, but there's a lot of perfume in there. So I have been using it, and it is strong. If I put too much, because some perfumes I'll spray a lot on because they're just not very strong. And then this one, I do the same amount of sprays, and my husband will be like, you smell good, but it's just really strong. So I have to go a little bit more light-handed with this one, and I kind of like that, because I like when things, I can get like my money out of them. Do you know what I mean? When I put something on an 8 hour blush, and 8 hours later I can still see it. When I wear this, I don't even have to use that much, and it smells for the entire day. I catch myself and I'm like, oh, I smell good. That's so nice. Okay, was this an expensive perfume? Kind of. Yes, it was. I did get it in like last year I got it in like a set. I think it had a travel size with this one, so I don't even remember how much it was. I will hopefully put that in the description box, but it smells really, really good. I'm gonna spray it now because I have to remember what it smelled like. Okay, it's not gourmand by any means, which I do enjoy a gourmand perfume, but this one, it's just so feminine. it's feminine and it's fresh. It smells like a little bit like berries and a little bit of like floweriness in there. It's so feminine and so pretty and so sophisticated, and I like it. I wear it and I'm like, I smell pretty. I smell good. So I do. I really like this one. It's a beautiful, sophisticated, classy, fruity perfume, and I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, last but not least, what is on my loves list? These. I bought these in 2022. These are the makeup erasers, and I've actually, and the mini ones, the little mini ones. I love these so much. These makeup erasers were something that I bought like kind of on a whim. Because they were on sale, and I had makeup erasers, but I had the big ones, the big pink long ones, and I just never really liked them because I felt like you're supposed to use it multiple times, but I never could because like I would use one corner of it, but then it was wet, and it was like, then it kind of, I just felt like it was grungy and I didn't want to use it again, because so I'd be like, okay, now I have this huge makeup thing that I only use once, and I didn't like that. It was dumb. I didn't like it. This came in a pack of 7, and these are the little food ones. We've got pizza and hamburgers, and then there's other ones. I have a whole bunch of them. Actually, some of them are in the washing machine right now, but I love them because there were 7 of them. So if I chose to wear makeup 7 days in a week, because I do my laundry every week, so I could do my makeup 7 days a week and have enough to wipe off my makeup. These are amazing. I love them. They're so great. They work so well, and they're good. They're better for the environment than like, face wipes or even the little sponges, the little things. Anyways, they're so great. They take off my makeup so well, and I just love them. I love them. And they're little food. I think they're so fun. And they're washable. Once I use it, I just throw it in the wash, boom. And they came with, I can't show you there was a little zipper pack because it's in the washing machine right now. But it came with a little zipper pack that you put them in, and then you wash them all together and throw it in with the towels, and clean makeups. I love these so much. I think the whole pack was like $25, maybe $30 for 7 of them. And this has been like the best purchase of all of like 2022. I know it's weird, but I use these. I use it because my makeup, I don't use the same makeup every single day. I try to go through my collection. I use these every single time I take off my makeup. So I've been using these constantly all year. So this is the biggest win of 2002, because I bought it in 2022, but I really discovered in 2023 how much I love these. So it doesn't have to be the food ones. They have a whole bunch of different, they do like I think they have just like a rainbow color one, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Or they have like Jack Skellington ones. They have a lot of ones, but I thought the food ones were really cute. So I love those. They're great. That is it. That's in my video. I need to go let my cat out because he is meowing at me. If you like this video, like this video. If you want to see more videos from me, subscribe to my channel. And if you want to be reminded of my videos, push the bell. Most importantly, be nice to yourself because you're amazing. Have a great day. Bye.